私あって私はスター
ミガユキ千葉
I get money, I'm a star, 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 star. I get money, I'm a star, 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 star.
お金稼ぐ俺らはスター
お金稼ぐ私はスター
スタースタースタースターキラキラ
私はスター He know who I am, ain't had to say my name. Stack it up like Tetris, but this money ain't a game. Watashi kawaii, kalata. Drinking out the bottle, getting twisted, maruchan. Big exotic Hermes, this a crop. Watch too expensive, ain't no way I'm getting clapped. I think I'm so sexy, every shirt I own is cropped. So many carats, diamonds do the bunny hop. In the US or Japan, if he meet me, he gon' bow. I got yen for your friends, if they pretty, bring them out. Going dumb and Madam Wu, pouring sake in they mouth. Told him put me on his plate, bring them chopsticks to the south. I get money, I'm a star, 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 star. I get money, I'm a star, 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 star,
お金稼ぐ俺らはスター
お金稼ぐ私はスター
スタースタースタースターキラキラ
私はスター
I'm back with us. I'm back and this is the Heavy Testicles podcast number 4. Yeah.
スターたちが集まったスタジオ夜な夜な酒たくさん
It's kind of like the vibe with this. This is a very cool song by my brother Mamoshi and Yuki Chiba. And of course Megan Thee Stallion. But you know, I want to say something really important. But I can't. I need to vibe with this song. This is hard.
I'm so happy ありがたいな
I get money, I'm a star.
I'm a star, 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 star. And I'm back. What's up?
Money, I'm a star, 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 star.
And I have
star,
star,
star.
お金稼ぐ俺らはスター
お金稼ぐ私はスター
スター
スタースタースターキラキラ私はスター Okay, and we're here ready for another beautiful, beautiful podcast. If you haven't yet, please like, subscribe, hit the notifications bell button. My name is Froggie. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I have fans already talking in the chat. I'm gonna get the chat up. There you go. Welcome without pain. Welcome. I won't be playing. Froggie's dancing. Yeah, today we're doing the podcast. Brother, welcome. I hope you enjoy. Welcome so much. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I'm checking Twitch because I have to. I don't see people on Twitch. Well, anyway, I already posted that I'm live everywhere, and welcome everyone. We're gonna start with the news. The first news that I have for you, which you might have missed it, but I'm gonna show you what's going on during this troubled times. I don't know if you remember the HawkTuah girl. Well, she said recently, let's go at the news. She just said recently that she was a crackhead baby. Literally, those were her words, not mine. And here's the article. She made a startling revelation, it says here, claiming that she's a crack baby. And she suggested that that might be the secret behind her humor. So when I read that, I was like, oh my god, me too! What the heck? Like, this monkey is just such a crackhead. And I think that's why I'm funny. I think that I have something in common with you, brother, HawkTuah girl. Hey, what is her name? Hailey. Thank you so much for saying that and saying it out loud, so everyone that is a crackhead can unite. That is beautiful. Thank you so much. Well, moving on. Moving on the news. I don't know if you know about the Olympics, And, you know, I wanted to show you a beautiful video that I found in the Olympics that probably you don't know about. But check it out, this is the break dancer in Australia. And I'm not sure what to believe anymore. Look at that. This girl is breakdancing. She thinks she's breakdancing. But if that's breakdancing, I don't know, I think the world has come to a very low point. And like you can read the comments. Somebody says that you're on the side as an Australian. This was very embarrassing. This was embarrassing. I bet it is. It looks embarrassing. Look at that. And that's going for Olympic medals. I don't know. Okay. Talking about other things besides this Olympic pressure. I mean, I guess the Olympics are what they are. If you've been watching, the most important gossip all week has been about MrBeast. And I don't know if you remember, last week I was talking about MrBeast and how this was a video that was released by Dogpack, and then where he was accused of, among other things, running illegal lotteries or not paying his contestants or mistreating his contestants. But there was not like tangible evidence of any contestant coming forward saying, I've been mistreated, right? But now a new video got released this week from the same guy from BREDAS Dogpack, where the one is called I work for MrBeast and he's a sociopath. That was the second video. Anyway, I got it right here for you guys. I got it ready. We're gonna watch some of it, but let's talk a little bit about everything that's going on in that video. Dogpack made a lot of allegations and brought a person named Jack Whittle that was an actual MrBeast employee and at some point contestant that apparently went through a lot of horrible mistreatment, and now it's coming forward to talk about his experience, about what he went through, and it's the latest gossip I got for you. Everyone online is destroying MrBeast, and MrBeast has decided that he's gonna remain silent, and that's it. He's not saying anything, I guess smartly enough, not posting anything. But this shit got really intense. Not only because these allegations of mistreatment to contestants and all that, but also the Chris Tyson shit that has gone out of control and proportion, because the allegations are that MrBeast knew about that and was pretty aware about this BREDAS kinkiness and wrongdoings. That's a lot, BREDAS. I want MrBeast to come forward with evidence to defend himself, you know, but how can you do that? I really don't know what he has under his sleeve. He might have some, I don't know, alibis. Who knows? All I want to say is that obviously the show got big because, yes, he's offering you shit that you will never get, like subscribe and you get a cookie. When in the fucking world will that cookie get to you? Explain! You know? Like, it bothers me when people go like, well, MrBeast is offering like PlayStations. It's the same! It's the same, like with the cookie slogan he has up there, like subscribe for a cookie. It's the same. He's not gonna give you a cookie. There's no way to materialize a cookie in front of you the moment you subscribe. At least not yet, okay? I mean, think about it. Maybe one day, but not now. Right now, it's not possible. So you're gonna have to wait for your goddamn cookie. And he's not gonna ship you the damn cookie. Even when he was running that lottery of signing t-shirts, he was not even signing the t-shirts right in front of you, Reyes. In camera, other people were signing MB for you, you know, in camera. Like how gullible do you have to be? And the answer is A, you're a child, or B, I don't know, you have mental disabilities of some kind. Because I mean, with all respect to anybody who has mental disabilities of some kind, because I do. You know, I don't want to offend myself to start, but you know, let's be honest. MrBeast Drama got too big at the moment, and MrBeast is quiet. Everyone is attacking him. Dogpack44 started it, and then more Pegasus and Penguin Zero, and everyone in the internet has an opinion about this brother, including me, obviously. There's a little pressure for him to respond, and I want to show you that there's allegations besides the Chris Ava Tyson. There's allegations about this brother right here called Delaware. That was the nickname. And there's allegations that he's a pedophile and he's proven and he was right there and he's in on the show and he's on camera. And why would they cover his face? That's weird. And etc, etc, etc. So that's another allegation, is that this brother, who is a big pedo, was already working for MrBeast by some point earlier, even before Chris transition, even before all of that. That's okay. And so MrBeast again has not said anything about that, anything about this brother. You know. Also, this brother who's on screen, this brother is Jack Guido, and he's the one being interviewed by Dogpack. I want to show you a little bit about when he worked for MrBeast, and they threw what is it?
Why would you wear a mask?
MrBeast threw a meteorite into his car. So I'm gonna show you a little bit of what he says.
Now you know.
What would you say is the fakest video that you worked on while you were there?
The fakest video, he asks him, what would you say is the fakest video that you did when you were there? Okay? Because this brother worked with MrBeast. And he's saying, the guy, Dogpack, is asking him, the guy in the police costume is asking him, what the fluff, brother, what is the fakest video you did? Because this brother is saying all of the videos are fake. Which, they have to be, brothers, what the heck? But anyway, fine. Fine, let's even like, oh my god, this stuff is scripted. Okay, okay. But let's watch what he says.
This video that I worked on while I was there. This is the extent of the fakeness that I was involved to. This is admitting to my complicity. I was a writer there, and we were working on a video, crushing my friend's car with a rock or meteor or something. It was a rock or a meteor in the title of it, I can't remember, but he wanted to do a prank where, unbeknownst to the person, he takes a rock, crushes their car, and they're supposed to think the rock came out of space.
We're gonna take a meteor and we're gonna put it on Wetto's car. We're gonna take another meteor and put it on Marcus's car. Both of them have no idea that we're doing this. Wetto and Marcus are probably shocked. They had no idea.
And so that was the one and only time I had to, my car? What? And on the fly, I saw him, because Marcus was in that video, so Marcus is calling his mom. Marcus genuinely had no idea. He genuinely had no idea. But, so Marcus is calling his mom, and his mom's freaking out. And I'm like, oh no, they're going to call my mom next. So I had to text my mom, who had to beg to get the title very quickly. Now I'm texting my mom, I go, Mom, I'm about to call you about the meteor thing. You have no idea? Be surprised. And then I hit send, and then they go, call your mom now. And I call my mom and I tell her, and oh, she should have got the Oscar. Oh my God, on the fly, she goes, what? I'm on vacation. Mom, my car has been destroyed.
Wait, what?
A meteor hit it.
Jacob, I'm on vacation. Do you understand?
Okay, so basically this brother literally says that and shows you how is that he was on it and it was all made up. Okay, that is not one of the biggest allegations here, honestly. What he says about the mistreatment of one challenge that he did is what I want to talk about now, next, which is the biggest allegation in this video, in this interview. But I think the most damning thing is that he's actually talking about how they did this video where, you know, let me show you. where he participated in an isolation challenge, all right? And I really want to show you where he talks about it.
It got a lot of hot water when it came out. It was the surviving like
here.
$1,000 every day you survive in solitary or surviving in solitary for whatever.
You heard, so he was the whatever surviving in solitary confinement or whatever. I'm gonna put it back. Just look at here at the top of the screen. It says YouTube star MrBeast paid a man $340,000 to spend 21 days in a windowless room, according to his new video. Okay, so that's what it says here. YouTube star MrBeast paid this man, Jack Whittle, $340,000 to spend 21 days in a windowless room. But it doesn't end in windowless room. Let's see what this brother says. This brother says a lot of things. He says a lot of like allegations, like they didn't let him sleep at night. They kept the lights on. That there was all kinds of noises. Like the ice cream machine will be on or off, on making a horrible noise, or off, smelling like rotten dairy. That there was fresh paint in the set and smelled like fresh paint. There's a lot of stuff. Let's watch this.
Like $10,000 every day you survive in solitary or surviving in solitary for whatever. It was one of those solitary confinement videos that got a lot of media attention because everybody saw the premise and thought, what? You shouldn't do that. And people don't know that was the second attempt. The first attempt was on me. And it didn't go well. I was already planning on moving to New York, and I had worked at a couple of YouTube companies after Beast, and I had a little bit of change in my pocket. The most change I had in my pocket ever. Small potatoes, compared to Beast bullshit. But I thought.
Okay, let's go forward a little bit.
Yeah, there was a hot tub in it. Yeah, there was an ice cream machine. Like things were cool and funny on paper, but when you think about stuff, a hot tub that's not connected to a filtration system. Give it 3 days, it's gonna stink. There's not a hot water mechanism, so the hot tub was a lukewarm tub at best, which was a silly complaint, but the shower was always cold, and you're taking like a quick shower, and I had cameras 24/7 on me, and the ice cream machine, let's talk about that for a second. The ice cream machine has 2 modes, on, and off, reeking of smelly dairy, mildew. So I got to choose which sense was assaulted at a time. I couldn't have all of them good. So the little things started to build up. There was the bug thing wasn't terrible, but it was a factor. And at first it was fine, and you're playing it up because it's a video. And it got to a point where they weren't turning the lights off. I asked them, I said, can we have nighttime hours? And they said no. Because it would fuck up the time-lapse shots. The time-lapse of what? Me sleeping? Or me not sleeping? Yeah, I saw in other videos they did oh, you're gonna get XYZ hours of sunlight. Oh, great! Well, I don't know how they figured that one out. I didn't have it. One of the things was you got to take away your clock, so you didn't know what time it was. Okay, I got no access to sun. I got no access to clock. I don't know, the lights are on me all the time. I wasn't sleeping. I could not sleep, and I have insomnia problems now. But they might have started there. I had good people looking out for me.
He's gonna cry.
I had a lot of good people looking out for me, saying this we gotta stop. So I just wanted to turn the lights off. And I'm vocal with people. I wish the lights would turn off. And I go up to my friend, my good friend. And I go, they're not turning the lights off. He goes, what? That's a war crime. We're not allowed to do that to terrorists.
So, that message there that you probably can see because of my head, let me move it. It says, yes, the United Nations considers sleep deprivation to be a form of torture and war crime under the Geneva Convention and the UN Torture Convention because it causes physical or mental pain and suffering. And sleep deprivation, it can cause mental harm. It's also prohibited by international law because it's cruel, inhuman, degrading treatment of detainees. So, but let's just clarify here, he was not detained. He could have left any moment he wanted. I just want to say he was doing this for the money, and as harsh as that sounds, that's the reality of what was going on here. And yeah, MrBeast definitely abused this man. I'm not trying to condone this. That's abusive, not letting him sleep at night while doing this isolation challenge. That's, to me, a bit too much, given that nobody's recording him sleeping at all. And maybe they could have used, like, neon lights or something if they really wanted great night camera angles. There's night cameras, there's neon lights, there's all kinds of things that you can do. I don't know, I feel like MrBeast didn't think about everything. And obviously he wanted to experiment and went ahead and threw all of these stupid things the way he thought creatively. Yeah, let's put a bathtub and let's put an ice cream machine and just shit that will look great on camera. Just like the fresh paint is what he's talking about. Of course, they painted the damn set recently because they just built those things the same damn week and all that. And it's known that MrBeast makes these sets in the same place, in the same warehouse, and tears them apart and then starts a new one for a new video within days or weeks of the other one having been recorded. So I will say even faster than that. I say instantly he starts tearing down sets and then starts in the new project, and I imagine that's why it smells like fresh paint. I'm not saying that's not bad now. I'm not excusing any of this. All of these things were made with a purpose, which was make good television. And this brother was literally playing to be a producer while there's no unions, while there's nothing, no protections. And these people are playing, certainly, gambles. These gambles, that's a life gamble. Like, you obviously could get sick. You isolated with no windows. What are you talking about? Obviously, you gotta know in its face that some of that is not okay. It's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be. It could get dangerous for your health. I don't know. Now, let's continue because this brother also talks about how they make him run a marathon. And I think that's one of the worst things possible that he talks about. Oh, we got hit with a commercial. Of course. But this brother talks about also that within the challenge, like, not only they didn't turn off the lights, but they decided that he needed to run a marathon for a challenge. And now that part is the part that I found a little bit over the top, like a lot over the top. Let's be honest, that's a lot over the top, not a little. That was when I went like, what the living fluff is he saying?
Yeah, I had friends that did some freelance work. And they would tell me, they'd be like, yeah, everyone knows you over there, everybody loves you. They go, oh, Jake Weddle, love that guy. Shame what happened to him.
Okay, it's a little bit more forward.
Text that Jake sent me after this interview. This is July 29, 2021, a few days after he got out of solitary. How are you feeling after a few days? Better. I still couldn't sleep, even a few days out, but I almost have my sleep cycle back on track. My legs and joints are good, but the blisters on my feet still hurt to walk on. Medical advice I got was not to lance them and just let them go away with time. I'm mentally still in an uneasy place, but I've gotten back on better help. My therapist is a little concerned, but we are working on things. Reminder, this is not supposed to be a traumatic life event. This is supposed to be a MrBeast video. Hey Jake, hope you're doing okay. Meg and I just wanted to check in on you. Hey, I'm good and I appreciate that. I'm not exactly 100%. I feel like mentally I'm still recovering a bit, but back in therapy and my therapist is concerned. Haha, but my legs and joints feel better. Like I can walk. But my
Okay, that part, like his legs and joints feel better, is because he did talk about, I guess I skip it. I was trying to find a moment. I think it's when he was crying about here. Maybe I skip
they,
it.
they would tell me, they'd be like, yeah, everyone knows you over there, everybody loves you. They'd have to
Anyway, let's go to the next subject. He claims that he got asked to run a lot in a treadmill for like the ridiculous amount of time, and that's full of the BREDAS. And the next thing is that we want to talk about here is the MrBeast mentality or production mentality, the way that production works.
No does not mean no.
And this is really important. This is the company spirit, or whatever they want to call it. I'm going to show you the company spirit. Check it out. This is the way that MrBeast sees things. And I'm going to let Justice BREDAS say it, because he will probably say it better. Here we go. Here we go. How to succeed in MrBeast production.
Called no does not mean no. Already insane, because it's it seems to be co-opting the popular anti-rape slogan, which is a terrible look given the allegations that are going to be coming out very soon. It reads, when dealing with people outside MrBeast Productions, never take no at face value. If we need a store to buy everything inside of, and you can call the local Dollar Tree, and the person that answers says no, you can't film here, that literally doesn't mean shit. Talk to other employees and see if they are fans or if any have kids that are fans. Try talking to their boss's boss. Have me DM them on Twitter and try their social team. If all avenues are exhausted and you are left with a no, that doesn't mean don't try the other Dollar Trees, because the manager of those could be huge fans and willing to bend the rules. Basically what I'm trying to convey is what we call pushing through no. Don't stop because one person told you no. Stop when all conceivable options are exhausted. This is one of many tools that when combined dramatically improve your probability of success when producing here. So yeah, this idea of like pushing through no's is a big component to working at MrBeast. And the way that it manifests itself a lot of the time is like a director might tell a producer, hey, we need access to 30 acres of farmland by Tuesday or we lose $500,000. Now, if you're the producer, you obviously know that means get it done or you lose your job. So what can happen is like a producer's calling up farmers saying, hey, I need to use your land. And the farmer might be like, okay, but you know, I have animals, you can't be making really loud noises, no pyrotechnics, and you got to clean everything up. So the producer is sort of incentivized to lie and say, or maybe the producer doesn't even actually know the total contents of the video, right? Things changed last second. So they're they're financially incentivized to be manipulative and they're put in positions where it's like, oh, it's either the producer's job or a civilian's job, like where it talks about, hey, maybe the manager would be willing to bend the rules. Well, you shouldn't really be pressuring civilians to bend the rules that could get them fired, you know? I'll show you a real life example. This is unused evidence from part 1. I had seen this Reddit post titled MrBeast leaving trash behind and debris at film site in Aden, North Carolina.
Oh, and that's really important because, you know, he's talking about how much no doesn't mean no, and then the producer can be incentivized to like manipulate people and say, yeah, we will clean, yeah, no pyrotechnics, yeah, your animals will not hear a noise and we'll clean after, and all those things. And maybe in this situation, the next situation he talks about, maybe, I don't know what they promised these people, but apparently they reached them and they said that they love working with MrBeast, even though MrBeast left the trash behind. So let's hear about it. Yeah, MrBeast left trash behind at Aden, North Carolina. Let's see what it is.
Apparently he left a large boat in a pond as well as debris around the film site in the bottom of the pond weeks and weeks after the agreed time frame. This actually rendered it unsafe for campers and almost delayed the camp's opening date multiple times due to not being able to get in contact with MrBeast to get the stuff cleaned up out of the area. So I actually know that this is from a MrBeast video called Protect the Yacht, Keep It, where at the end of that video he actually says,
if you're wondering, yes, we did ensure the lake was completely cleaned up after this video. For the love of God, subscribe so we can pass T-Series.
At Mint Mobile, we like to do the...
So, I got hit with a commercial again. They're sneaky. So as you can see, MrBeast said yes in the video. As before you ask, we clean up the lake after. But then he left all this trash, he just left. He just says it in the video. I don't know how many weeks after even the video was edited. I don't know if it took them days after they recorded the video. And they just said that anyway, and they knew we were clean or whatever. Maybe they thought they were clean. They were clean for when they published that. Regardless, it was a lie always. Because you cannot edit and publish that video. You cannot clean before you publish that video. They didn't stay that same time that they finish recording and then they start cleaning. They tired of recording and they're going home. Okay? And they will send that cleaning crew. It's not the same people. So, yeah, the cleaning crew will come. Yeah, next week, whatever. And by that time, the video is published, BREDAS. It's already in the internet. And obviously, they were going to lie and say that, they were clean, even though it wasn't ready, it wasn't clean yet. And maybe they expected to send a cleaning crew. We don't know these things. Because MrBeast has not said a thing. He hasn't said a thing. Hasn't opened his mouth for nothing. I think that MrBeast did publish something like in the internet saying he was gonna remain silent. I hope I find it. I don't see it immediately. But MrBeast, there was this thing, I couldn't prove that it was real, so I didn't want to have it ready here, because apparently there was this tweet from MrBeast saying that he was gonna choose to remain silent and Dogpack stop trying to expose me as a bad person. Something like that. I read that in the internet, but I don't know if it was a fake, deep fake or whatever. I couldn't go to MrBeast account to prove it. But, BREDAS, we're talking about, obviously if he left trash behind and said he was gonna send a cleaning crew, this is how this shit works, alright? And by the time the video is edited, well, it's just it's in the internet, and then it was always a lie, right? But what I don't understand is that they did contact these people, and these people were like, no, we're really happy to have worked with MrBeast, and we thank the opportunity, and I don't know what else. And that's what I want to say. Like, that's the next part in the video from this BREDA that I want to show you. And let me show you, because he does says precisely that.
That they made sure it was cleaned up. I was actually on site for part of this production. I was at this camp. So I decided to send an email out to the camp, basically saying, hey, I heard these rumors, I'm investigating similar incidents. And the camp responded, actually not denying the claims, going on to say, I am sure that there are no perfect film productions, just as there are no perfect people. I am grateful for the opportunity that we had to host the production crew, and because grace, or forgiveness, has been offered to me so freely, I will choose to offer the same. So
Jesus!
The fact that there was a wrongdoing by MrBeast production team. And that's like sort of the thing is, if you're around Greenville, you know these stories of people working with MrBeast and it being extremely unprofessional, them not doing what they say, but they sort of get by a lot on their good public image. And like, I mean, this camp offered to host them completely for free. And I guarantee, like, if you went to the lake at the camp and you went magnet fishing, like, you'd find all sorts of debris that's still there to this day. Like,
it's gonna be dirty as if.
So in the case of Jake Weddle, like, I'm sure that there were producers who were in a position of, hey, if Jake gets out early, we don't have a video, and your job is at risk. So there's a tremendous amount of pressure on top of, like, him being delirious from not sleeping and everything to just manipulate him into staying. Which, you know, I'm sure this isn't like technically against the Geneva Convention on torture because he wasn't technically a prisoner. Like, he could have left at any time, but because of the extreme pressure to stay in, it's not really a reasonable expectation that he could have just, you know, walked out.
Well, also, and I guess the money, I guess you could consider that they're trying to coerce him to stay in order to win the exorbitant amount of money that he ended up winning. He got paid. Now, that's very important, brothers. He suffered a lot. It was almost inhumane But he got paid $340,000 for 21 days. And you might say, I could have lasted longer. I don't know. You might say that. But it was a horrible experiment, and they did a lot of things just on the fly. They just decided that it was what they wanted to do, and I just don't think that that's okay. I think that obviously MrBeast, in the hopes of being creative, did a lot of crazy shit that he wasn't thinking too clearly about. But it does land in the, Venn diagram middle of psychopath and creativeness. 'Cause it is. It's like, I'll give you, like, useless human stuff, like a pool table and ice cream machines, like shit that looks good on TV and shit that only children, alright? Only little children would want in their rooms. Because remember, this is a challenge where you're getting isolated in a room. And let's pretend that's your room, like it's your house, your room, your only place to live. I don't know, your habitat, call it whatever you want. And that's the challenge. Survive in your room. You have no windows. You can see nobody. So you have some level of entertainment stuff. What would that be? An ice cream machine, a pool table, maybe a video game console. So they gave him stupid shit, including the treadmill where they torture him, and they told him you can get rid of this stuff, and it will gain you, like, I don't know, fucking $5 or whatever. But they also didn't turn off the lights. They had the smell of fresh paint, and of course, all of this, it's almost ridiculous. Too much pressure for the guy since he has worked for the company in the past. It's not like he is a complete stranger, but I think, like, either way would have been a lot of pressure, but it's more pressure for him because he's faked videos in the past. Alright, those are my 2 cents. I gotta be very clear. The guy worked and did that meteorite video. He was on it. He's been working for MrBeast, and he's been doing several things behind camera, in front of camera. This time they give him this big chance, like, ooh, you could be this big winner if you do this new video. And he goes like, okay, what is that? And they tell him, $300K. There's a lot of people that will do worse for $300K, okay? And I bet the guy wasn't expecting this shit to go as bad as it went. Obviously, if he had, had the foresight, like everyone in hindsight, you go like, oh, of course, and I would have never, yeah, no shit, brother. You would have never, if you have known that you were gonna have blisters on your feet, and your mental health was gonna go hell, and you were gonna thinking of horrible things like unalive being yourself, or I don't know, the ice cream machine. And I mean, this is a big deal. This is a big controversy. It's big. MrBeast is quiet. We are waiting on MrBeast's comments about all of this, about the torture. But before he can talk, he's not gonna talk. And I'm gonna tell you why. He's not gonna talk because he knows. Dogpack has more shits on him still. And that is not just saying it. In that video, in Dogpack's video, Dogpack's 404, he says that he has a part 3 coming up. Yeah, BREDAS. Part 3 is coming up. And it's incredible how single-handedly one YouTuber is destroying the most successful YouTuber of all times. And let's note that Dogpack 404 also worked for MrBeast and left because he didn't like how he felt they were rigging these lotteries things, and it was all fake. And he comments that he wanted to say something about the Chris Tyson thing, but how do you say something when it's all rumors? So, I mean, that's to me not saying anything. That's like, well, did you know or you didn't know? Because how do you speak up when it's all rumors? Said Dogpack. Well, Breda, you don't, then you don't. Because if it's a rumor, you don't know. So what you're saying, and what Dogpack is saying, this Breda here, this Dogpack 404, what he is saying is like really weird. It's like, did you know or you didn't know about Chris Tyson? Did you know or was it all a rumor? But anyway, he said, I wanted to say something about that too. But anyway, he used to work for MrBeast, also, not just Jack Whittle. And he just has recently started his channel. It's literally those 2 videos about MrBeast. And he broke in the million views. I am completely in shock of how these allegations have keep piling up on top of each other. Just like Chris Tyson was piling up on top of fans. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And anyway, the last thing that I want to talk about is the song that I started dancing with, which is a Megan Thee Stallion song. And I don't know if you know, brothers, but she was recently on a Kamala Harris event. And she danced and twerked and all. But that's not the point. The point is that Kamala Harris has been reaching people. Has been reaching, for example, Kai Cenat. I want to show you. Oh God. They're blocking everything now. Oh, here it is. I'm gonna show you this video. It's a really great video. It's a great video. But I don't want the commercial, so I'm trying to skip the commercial for you. That's why I'm trying to make time. This is the latest video. This is the YouTuber Kai Cenat. And I will let him say whatever he has to say instead of not. So here we go. Let me show you. This is also the latest controversy. This is Kai. You might know who he is. You might know who he is. He's Kai Cenat. And this is what he says.
What a cool shit, bro. All this I got some shit to take on my check. Bro, I hate this shit. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Wait.
Ooh. Hey, no, I bought a bigger U-Haul. This is all I...
This is not the video. I'm sorry. They're blocking the real video. What the heck?
I got the...
Oh, here it is.
Secret Service calling me 5 times.
There you go.
About politics, man. I don't know. I got the Secret Service calling me 5 times. I don't know goddamn about politics, man. I don't know nothing. I don't know. I got the Secret Service calling me.
Okay, so it's a shorter version, and it's like a I cannot find the original. I should have been ready with this one. This is like I just thought of it last minute, and it's like what? I don't know why it was not ready, but I thought like what? It was right here. I thought, and then it's like no. Anyway, and Kai Cenat has been invited by Kamala Harris campaign, and the Secret Service apparently has been calling him like 4 or 5 times a day, and he seems pretty mad. He seems pretty mad that they're insisting so much. And I don't know, I just think like they saw Donald Trump with Adin Rost and they just recently went like, oh my god, I have to do that! When, dude, Donald has been doing that for a while, like with with like Logan Paul or whoever, and then also Tim Pool and other people from YouTube. He's been doing like YouTubers for a while, and it almost seems like Kamala Harris' campaign just suddenly noticed YouTubers and or TikTokers or Twitchers, whatever, and suddenly has the need to make an impact on the new generations. That's weird, but no thank you. And that's why I started with that song, because that's one very popular song from Megan Thee Stallion, and she was recently on a Kamala Harris event, and I find that really weird, you know, that this is what politics has come down to. But that's what politics came down to. Anyway, he's pretty mad, and there's also, I forgot the other YouTuber, but there's also another couple YouTubers that have been reached by her campaign. And apparently the Secret Service is really insisting. So I'm scared. I am scared. I gotta say I'm really, really scared. Because I fear them calling me 5 times a day for an interview now. Because I'm here and I'm in the internet and I'm streaming. And I don't know. What if she starts calling me? I hope not. Anyway. But I might give her the interview. Why not? Unlike these people, I might actually want to ask her some questions. And what else what I was gonna say here? Well, I was just gonna say about the MrBeast situation. I'm gonna go back to the same shit, because why not? Right? About the Chris Tyson thing. It's really disgusting. Right? That maybe he knew, like Jimmy knew. And I don't know what to tell you, brothers. I got hit with a commercial. I'm really disappointed in Jimmy for many reasons. The Lori Reagan is the least of them all. Alright? My top reasons to be disappointed are like the pedophiles and the torturing methods to make a good video. Cause the guy got paid, you know, so I mean, you cannot criticize that. He got somewhat horribly treated. Well, he got paid. It's not like they didn't pay him his money. But they alleged like he should have got paid the entire month instead of just the days that he spent there. I don't know. That was the challenge. I don't know what the heck he signed. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I bet he signed some document. And that's part of why MrBeast is quiet, brothers. Because even though these brothers are coming forward with, well, I work there and this happened and this happened and this happened, most likely they signed shit. They signed shit. And I don't know how much is going to work against them, but specifically Jack Widow, he signed for that shit. He signed up for that challenge, and he literally has to have signed a document in which, like, I don't know, you understand that you're gonna get impossible physical or mental anguish and shit. And he said, yes. Just like when you install software, are you sure that you want to install this virus? Yes, next. Do it. I think that's what he did, brothers. Let's be honest. I mean, it's $340,000. If you tell me $300,000, I was like, yes. What do I have to do? I don't know. Explain on the way. That's what I will say. And, yeah. Let's be honest. It's a lot of money. I want the money. I hope Kamala Harris offers me that money to interview her. Or, I don't know. Maybe MrBeast will finally pay me the money like everyone else. Because, you know, there's allegations that he owes money to everyone. So I'm one of those. I'm just going to join. Where's my money? And I've been saying that for a while because he was giving money away, but now I'm like, I'm just gonna like join in and jump in the gravy train and say that I am one of those that didn't get paid, and I had a non-disclosure agreement, but I'm giving no fucks at this point, and I need to speak up. Right? I love it. Anyway, I love the video where he threw the meteorite on Jack Widow's car. That was actually fun. I don't know what to tell you. That made good TV. And the only thing injured was probably the guy's pride, because they destroyed his car. That probably hurts, right? Also mentally. I don't know. What do you think? Tell me in the comments, brothers, because I'm really interested in what you think about this situation. I'm just a crack baby, just like the HawkTuah chick. You know, everything that I said here is just for entertainment purposes. Well, the only thing that is not for entertainment is like I demand my money from MrBeast. That is a serious statement. Where is my money? But everything else, brothers, it's a big joke. You can go and watch Dogpack 404's videos. Okay, you search him like that and check them by yourself so you can see that I'm not making these things up. You could also go to more Pegasus channel or Penguin Zero's channel. They have a great commentary on the situations, right? But I really do want Jimmy to respond to all of this. I really hope that there's part 3 also from Dogpack. I'm like looking forward to see what else the fluff is gonna happen. What else the fluff are they gonna say about MrBeast? And I mean, like I said, the things that I'm most disappointed about are the torturing and the pedophiles, and that I don't have my money. Where is my money? Jimmy, I've been waiting long enough. You owe me like you owe everybody else. And that's it. That's what I wanted to say. It's pay me already. Like, why? Why? Where is it? Anyway, if you're Kamala Harris' campaign manager, I'm here. You can contact me at bookings at FRGTV.net. That is BOOKINGS at FRGTV.net. Because I can interview you, Kamala. We can talk. You'll see. Anyway, thank you so much, brothers. I appreciate the time that you gave me. I'm gonna hope that you like, subscribe, hit the notifications bell button. Oh yeah, you bet I'm gonna react to part 3. Breda, I didn't see you there. What the heck? Let me respond to my Breda. I just noticed your messages. So I'm responding to my brother Yuji. Thank you so much for watching my my Heavy Testicles podcast number 4, which was mostly about MrBeast. I mean, we had the breakdance video from Australia and the confession from the HawkTuah girl. But I think there was a lot to talk about MrBeast, and I knew it was gonna take most of the hour. And I really wanted to cover all this shit that Dogpack released. And yes, brother, if you have something to say about MrBeast, I will interview you. And yes, definitely, there's a part 3 coming up. I wonder what this brother is gonna say about MrBeast. I wonder what is the next thing. The toughest things we have is mistreatment on the set, which includes the newest show, the Amazon show, Amazon MGM show, Beast Games, where apparently the contestants claim that they got horribly treated, also that they couldn't sleep well, also that they were filming backwards, that they were filming at nighttime where they wanted to sleep, and at daytime they had to kind of sleep in the sun and it was hot, and they were in a stadium sleeping on like cots or on the floor, and that they only had like a measly 2 meals a day, and they were lame, that the food was bad, etc., etc. There's a lot of allegations about being mistreated on the set by MrBeast. I'm not surprised, but this guy, Jack Whittle, and this news this week really broke the internet, because he's pretty much been tortured, brothers. We cannot deny that. That's horrible. The things that he lived through, that has to be horrible. Again, I don't know what's your opinion. The guy could have opened the door and walked out. But I don't know what he signed as a contract. I don't know what he was bound to legally. That's the bitch, okay? The bitch is, what did you sign before you walk into that room? They told you, okay, for mental health you can always leave and shit. But you signed something, okay? You signed some shit. MrBeast is not stupid. He doesn't have the money just because It's not rigging illegal lotteries with children just because, okay? So, at this point, it doesn't matter what age you are, MrBeast is gonna have like a couple steps ahead of you. It's gonna be a couple steps ahead of you, like in chess, okay? And I think that's the biggest bitch of them all, is that maybe this brother thought, okay, I'm gonna do it for the money and it's gonna be alright. But MrBeast is thinking, and I'm gonna put a massive blender and throw the brother in it when he's not expecting it. That's what MrBeast is thinking about, okay? And if you claim that you knew this brother always faked his videos and always was like pushing, why did you make a deal with the devil? Why? For money. For monies. Okay? And in the end of the day, this brother wanted the money, he got his money, he got a little bit abused, maybe even could have got molested. That's what happens in the Hollywood, you know, in the Hollywood places. I'm gonna call them Hollywood places because it's North Carolina, but you know, in any production, big production, especially when there's like, you know, a bunch of stands, you know, fans that are like crazy fans that adore you to a ridiculous level, that they will do anything for you, even killing. And that's MrBeast fan base. Alright, let's accept that. And then you have this show in which he's the most adored freaking person. And the fans are willing to kill you, to disintegrate you, and put you in an isolated room and tell you it's alright, we're doing it for the show. You can do this. You know, I bet there was people that cared for him, but I bet there was more people that did not care for Jack Whittle. And anyway, I think that he in the end ended up like pulling through, but it was a horrible experience. And I mean, you do it for the money, you do it for the money. And definitely part 3 is coming up, brothers. I am gonna totally be reporting on part 3. So thank you to my brother Eugene who was here. I'm gonna say thanks in the chat because I know you're still there, brother. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you watch part 3, and I hope you brothers watching come back next week, because definitely Dogpack is gonna release more shit about this, and I look forward knowing about more pedophiles or illegal gambling. I love that shit. I love it. It's been the most entertaining week ever. In fact, these past couple months have been the craziest months. I really cannot believe the amounts of shit that has happened, like the assassination attempt. You know, this monkey almost died. You know, MrBeast is going down. There's breakdancing at the Olympics. I can't. It's the end of times. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all. Please like, subscribe, hit the notifications bell button. Thank you for watching FRGTV. And please stay safe and love yourself, brothers. And see you soon in my next Heavy Testicles podcast when I come back for more at FRGTV. Bye-bye!
Watashi wa star.
Star. Miga. Yuki. Chiba.
I get money, I'm a star. Star, 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 star. I get money, I'm a star. Star, 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 star.
MrBeast, where's my money? Please respond. Part 3 coming soon in my new podcast next Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Noon Eastern Time. Thank you so much for watching. I'm your plushie host, Froggie.
Drinking out the bottle, getting twisted, Maruchan. Big exotic Hermes, this a crack. Watch too expensive, ain't no way I'm getting clapped. I think I'm so sexy, every shirt I own is cropped. So many carats, diamonds do the bunny hop. In the US or Japan, if he meet me, he gon' bow. I got yen for your friends, if they pretty, bring them out. Growing dumb and Madam Woo, pouring sake in they mouth. Told him put me on his plate, bring them chopsticks to the south. I get money, I'm a star, 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 star. I get money, I'm a star, 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 star.
お金稼ぐ俺らはスター
お金稼ぐ私はスター
スタースタースタースターキラキラ
私はスター
流れる星たちどこに向かうまた願い叶えながら暮らすジュエリー身につけたまま歌う